So based on the title, you know what I'm talking about, but this is really not a story that I ever thought I was going to be telling. This is not something that I thought was going to, happen, I didn't really think this was going to be something that I'd experience, but here we are, and I know it doesn't sound too crazy, but just bear with me, and it gets a lot more interesting. Like I said, you read the title, you know what the fucking video is about, let's get into it. So story time takes place not that long ago, and, it was just an average day. On this day, I had the day off. I didn't have to go to work. My girlfriend had the day off, which doesn't happen very much. Our schedules are often very, opposing, which is kind of annoying. But on this day, we both had the day off together, so we decided we wanted to do something. So what we ended up deciding on is we decided we were going to go to the zoo, and we were going to take her little sisters with us because she doesn't live with them anymore, so she wants to spend more time with them. So we decided we were going to take them to the zoo. So, we grab them, we get them all ready, we pack lunches, and we hop on the train to get to the zoo because it takes you directly there. There's a station that just is the zoo. And we get off the train and we start to go in, and the zoo is really expensive. So what our plan is my girlfriend's stepmom, she has these passes almost. No, I don't know why I said almost. They are passes. And it's one of them is hers, and then she has a guest pass, and then passes for both of the girls, my girlfriend's younger sisters. But there's no photo ID. There's no photo on the passes. So my girlfriend just used her stepmom's, and I used the guest one. And we were trying to go in with the passes, but the guy at the gate told us they were all expired. So we took them up to the admission counter, and my girlfriend asked them if they could just renew the membership and just use a card on file, but they couldn't, so we would have to pay for it. So we had to carefully figure out how to update it without, giving away that it wasn't exactly our pass. So my girlfriend called her stepmom, and she just updated it and got them paid for online, and it worked, and we got in, but we were starting at a rough start. We finally got into the zoo, and we went into this exhibit. It was just wildlife you'd see in just average forest. It was the bears and stuff like that, and it was a cool section, but it was it was long, it was a long section, but it was cool. It's animals, seeing animals. And so we go through here. It probably takes us about an hour and a half, I'd say, to get through there. And by this point, we're all hungry, so we all sit down, we have lunch. And there was a lot of wasps there while we were eating lunch. It was kind of unbearable. But anyways, we eat lunch, and in the spot we found to eat lunch, we were really close to the building where it was all the savanna animals, the African animals. So we go in there, and there's a guy there at the front. He's got the people at the zoos who have the animal teeth or the animal skeletons and stuff, and they're giving you facts. There was one of those guys at the front of the building. And, we stop, we talk to him, we hear what he has to say, and then we keep going and we look at all the animals. Now, within this building is 2 hippos, because they fit the criteria. And so we turned to my girlfriend's younger sisters. We're all right, be careful around the hippo. Look at it, but, you don't want to stand directly behind it, if that makes sense. Because for those of you who don't know, when a hippo shits, it, wags its tail back and forth and, propels it all over the place. And we didn't want the girls to get, shit on. So we're yeah, just be careful around the hippo, okay? And the way the hippo enclosure is set up is there's, a spot where it's, just, a fence and ropes that you can go and, stand by it. It's, not even glass, really. Which, that's a big animal. I don't really know why that was their move, but it hasn't been a problem so far. So there's that part, and there's a part where it's, a tank of water where you can go and, watch them swim. So before long, one of the hippos goes in the water, and so we go to watch it swim. So me and my girlfriend sit down, and we're watching her younger sisters a little bit away from us. They're watching the hippo. They're a bit further up. They're still watching the one that hasn't gone swimming yet. And we're thinking they're getting a little close to this hippo. But as we're thinking that, in the most malicious act I think I have ever seen, the hippo in the water sticks its ass out of the water and just sprays shit across the entire building. Throwing its tail back and forth, just spraying that shit everywhere, literally. And I was wearing a white shirt, dude. I was not happy. I didn't want, hippo shit on my white shirt. I didn't end up getting a lot on me. It was only, 2 or 3 drops, and, we had, water and disinfectant wipes, because, we took kids, so we have that shit. So it wasn't too bad. However, I cannot say that I was expecting to get shit on by a hippo that day, let alone at all in my life. So that's a new one. So yeah, that was not great. But, you know, the rest of the day was fine. We kind of just went around the rest of the zoo, saw the animals. There's a really cool penguin section at this zoo. And penguins are my favorite animal. That's why this channel is called GentooMan. But yeah, you know, fun day. But I did get shit on. Anyways, you guys, that's going to do it for this story time. I hope you enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new. You all know the drill at this point. At least I hope you do. Thank you all so much for watching. I love you all, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Later.